Well, the Michelin process about chefs, when they develop new dishes in their restaurants, it's in general 7 steps. And it starts with the idea generation and followed by the screening stage and the trial and error. Then comes the concept development stage, the final testing stage, and then training and commercialization. Such a innovation process takes in general several weeks or even several months, and is normally quite complex and is also well structured.
And obviously for a long time the Michelin star has sort of been that holy grail that a lot of restaurants have been chasing. So just how important is the star rating to not just chefs but also to customers and critics as well?
Well, I think for the chefs it's very important about their ego and also about their reputation. You could compare being awarded a Michelin star like winning a medal at the Olympics. So it's really you're being recognized as an outstanding chef worldwide. So that's a great reputation among your peers. For the critics, it's very often that they base their reviews according to the star ratings of the Michelin guides. And of course, the higher or more Michelin stars the chefs have, the higher are the expectations. For customers, it might be very important that a restaurant has 1 or 2 or 3 Michelin stars because accordingly they might choose a specific restaurant. If they have a special celebration, such a birthday, they might choose a very special fine dining restaurant and they might use the Michelin guide as their guidance.
So then, given the spotlight that comes with a Michelin star, is it surprising then that we're now starting to see chefs bowing out of the Michelin process?
No, it's not at all surprising because if you talk to Michelin star chefs, they will tell you it's great to be awarded a star or several stars even, but it's also a lot of pressure to have all the time this kind of consistent quality. That puts a lot of pressure on these chefs, and so therefore I'm not surprised that sometimes chefs might not want to have any more Michelin stars because of the poor pressure and the stress. And you also have to know that in general fine dining restaurants such as Michelin star restaurants are not very profitable. So perhaps the restaurant might not be very profitable. That's why a chef might change its concept and not having any more fine dining restaurant, but instead offering brasserie food.
And you raise an interesting point about profitability then. What sort of investment does it take once you get on top to really stay on top?
Well, it's really, fine dining restaurants are in general have a much lower profit than fast food restaurants or casual restaurants because these kind of fine dining restaurants have a very high labor cost. You have to, if you get once the opportunity to look in the kitchen of one of these Michelin star restaurants, you will see there are a lot of chefs preparing the food because the food is very complex and takes a lot of manpower. Also in the service, there are more people doing the service, so therefore the labor cost is very high. Further, Michelin star restaurants have to only to use the best ingredients they can get, so therefore high quality ingredients are also more expensive, so they in general also have a higher food cost. And also they have to offer a nice ambiance, a decor that also costs money. And also they have consistently worked on new food innovations so that they also stay competitive, so that also costs a lot of money.
So then for those who are new to this and end up getting their first initial star, do restaurants usually tend to see an immediate surge in business once they have that accolade?
I would say in general, yes. Restaurants who get the first time awarded Michelin star, I would assume they might have an increase between 25 and 50% in the business level. I think where the biggest increase in business level is when you're really getting awarded 3 Michelin stars. 3 Michelin stars is the highest what you can get, and that is really where a lot of people even travel internationally to eat in a specific restaurant. And Michelin restaurant with 3 stars, normally you have to book far ahead to even get a table.
So then who do you see as the rising culinary stars, and perhaps some regions we should also be watching?
Well, for example, Mauro Colagreco from restaurant Mirasur in France is one of them. Bjorn Franzen from the restaurant Franzen in Sweden is another one. And also Vigilio Martinez from the restaurant Central in Peru in South America. Another one would be Christian Bowl from Victor's Fine Dining in Germany, and also Tsayu Hasegawa from Den Restaurant in Japan, in Tokyo, would be another one.